Hi, I'm David Loeb. Welcome to our video covering learning points from the common game on August 22nd. Let's dive in. On board one, the auction begins with North bidding one spade. Now, East has a choice between overcalling one no trump, overcalling two clubs, or doubling for takeout. All of the options have flaws. One no trump seems preferable because it narrowly describes East's strength and their shape. If West has as little as spade 10 third, then on a spade lead, East-West would have two spade stoppers. After East overcalls one no trump, South raises two spades at most tables. Some partnerships will have ways to distinguish between a good spade raise and a weak spade raise. If so, South will show a good spade raise with their 3-card spade support and 9 high card points. From West perspective, their partnership has 18 to 21 high card points. North-South have found their fit and are attempting to play in their fit at the 2 level. Allowing your opponents to play in their fit at the 2 level is typically losing bridge. So West is going to want to compete despite how weak a hand West has. Now, in your partnership, would a 3-heart bid by West be competitive or forcing? West could have quite a good hand on this auction and could want to force. So there's a legitimate need for a competitive 3-heart bid and for a forcing 3-heart bid on this auction. When there's not enough natural bids available, it is often best to give up the natural meaning of a bid and use that bid as a switch to clarify the meaning of other bids. And that's exactly what a Lebensohl agreement does. You give up a natural 2 no trump response and use the 2 no trump bid as a switch to clarify the meaning of other bids. So with that agreement, West can bid 2 no trump, an artificial bid which forces East to bid 3 clubs, and now West's 3-heart bid is clearly competitive. Now 3 hearts can be doubled for penalty for 300 points for North-South, which would be a top board on a part score hand, but the points are equally divided. It's not easy for North-South to penalize 3 hearts, and 3 hearts turns out to be a good sacrifice against a making 2 spade contract. Just to emphasize the point of using a bid as a switch, this concept of not having enough natural bids available to accomplish what you want comes up often, and the solution is typically to use some other bid as a switch to clarify the meaning of other bids. So if you look at the auctions to the right here, there might be a need after the 2 spade overcall of South's 1 no trump bid to compete in diamonds, and there might be a need to force in diamonds. North's 3 diamond response can't be both. So you need a switch to clarify the meaning of the other bids. So the solution is to give up the natural 2 no trump bid and use that bid as a switch. If you're interested in a lesson on this topic and want to learn how to use Lebensohl to handle interference in your 1 no trump auctions to help you arrive at the right contract, there is a link to a video lesson in the description of this lesson. Let's take a look at board 2. After South opens 1 club, West has a choice between overcalling 1 spade or using a Michael's Q bid to show 5-5 or longer in both majors. So West has a 6-5 hand, and there's an expression 6-5 come alive because 6-5 hands, their distribution provides so much offensive power, their hand is essentially worth an extra ace. Additionally here, all of West's honors are working in support of their long suit, so that helps the length in the suit become winners. So the honors merit an upgrade because they are helping to generate other winners. Now, a two-suited overcall, like a Michael's Q bid, is best used when you're weak and you're interested in jamming an auction, or when you're particularly strong and want to show both suits and force. These intermediate hands, like the one that West has here, can be difficult to show using a two-suited overcall like a Michael's Q bid. So after one club, West could bid two clubs, the Michael's Q bid, to show 5-5 or longer in both majors. But what is West supposed to do if East bids two spades, for example? If West bids three spades, East might think West is much stronger than they actually are, and the partnership might get too high. If West passes East's two-spade bid, then they might wind up missing a game. So for that reason, West prefers to take it more slowly and show both suits the old-fashioned way by bidding them, and wants to emphasize their spade length. So West begins with the one spade overcall, planning to show their heart suit later. Now that plan is disrupted when North uses a negative double to show hearts and another place to play. South, with 19 high card points, is going to want to force the game after North shows some signs of life. But it's not clear which game is best. South's spade ace 9 fourth may provide two spade stoppers, but it's not clear. That largely depends on what North has. And it may be the case that a 4-3 heart fit is the best game to play in. Maybe a 5-3 or longer heart fit is available. A negative double is sometimes used when there's not enough strength for a responder to bid two hearts directly. So North may have more than four hearts. A club game is also a possibility. So South wants to force, but isn't sure where the partnership should be headed. So they force by bidding the opponent's suit. So they Q bid two spades to create the force. Now when North shows diamonds, South places the contract in 3-no. West's standard lead against 3-no is the spade king, top of an honor sequence. You can see that the spade 10 will likely be smothered, and that will give South an extra spade stopper when they hold up. And you'll also see that Declarer cannot easily finesse against the club king because they can't get to North's hand. So Declarer will unblock their diamond ace and then lead a low club to the queen. That will lose to the king, but Declarer can then use North's club 10 as an entry, cash their diamonds, cash their clubs, and win 9 tricks. Let's take a look at board 3, which provides another situation where not enough natural bids are available, and you might want to give up a natural bid and use it as a switch to clarify the meaning of other bids. After South opens one club, West's one spade overcall is obstructive and lead directional. North's two heart response isn't a 2/1 game force. 2/1 game force is off in competition. So North's two heart overcall shows 5 or more hearts. It's forcing, and it shows invitational or better values. East raises to 2 spades, showing 6 to 10 support points and 3 cards or better spade support. Now, South has no interest in defending a 2-spade contract. They want to compete in clubs. But what does a 3-club bid mean? Does it show a competitive hand like the one that South holds? Or does it show a stronger hand with extra values and substantial game interest? There is a legitimate need for both bids. So you have a situation where there aren't enough natural bids available to accomplish what you want to say. And again, the solution is to give up a natural bid, in this case 2 no, and use that as a switch to clarify the meaning of other bids. So the agreement in this scenario is called good, bad, 2 no, but it's very similar to the Lebensohl agreement that we discussed earlier. So using good, bad, 2 no, South bids an artificial 2 no to say that they want to compete somewhere. And it turns out here that they're going to want to compete in clubs. Now, North has no interest in stopping in 3 clubs. North has an opening hand themselves, so they're going to want to force the game. Now, 3 no, 4 hearts, and 5 clubs are all potential game contracts, but North isn't sure which contract is best, so they consult their partner, and they do so by bidding West suit. So they Q-bid 3 spades to create the force. Now, South has heart ace doubleton and the singleton spade. So they offer 4 hearts as a contract, knowing that they have at least a 7-card fit and expecting their spade singleton to be valuable. Now, North is happy to play in hearts, and East will likely lead the spade 3. West will win it with the spade king, lower of their high honors. And seeing dummies singleton, they know that there's no future in continuing spades, so they'll need to switch. And there's so many clubs in dummy that they don't have to worry about a club trick going away, but there is the potential of a diamond trick going away. So West is likely to find the diamond shift to hold declare to 11 tricks. If a diamond isn't returned, then declare with 12 winners will claim the rest of the tricks very quickly. Let's look at board 5, which features another 6-5 hand. After North opens 1 spade, East has a choice between overcalling 2 hearts or making a takeout double or passing. Now, East has 13 support points, so that's certainly enough points to make a takeout double, and they have the right shape for a takeout double. 2-heart overcall isn't ideal on a mediocre 5-card suit, and East only has 12 high card points, but yet passing with 12 high card points seems a bit timid. The auction could be uncomfortably high by the time East gets a chance to bid again. So East prefers the flexibility of a takeout double, which gets 3 suits into play. Now, South has a good spade raise, so they have 10 support points. That's somewhat inflated because of their 2 singletons, and the diamond queen doubleton isn't realistically worth 3 hard card points necessarily. So at many tables, South will bid 2 spades. Now, it's very valuable to be able to show a good spade raise that has 4 or more spades. And the term for that is a mixed raise. So 7 to 10 support points, 4 or more card support for partners major constitutes a mixed raise. People who play Bergen raises are well familiar with this concept. So If the partnership has a mixed raise available after East take out double, then they should show that. So two common ways where that would be shown is a variant of Bergen raises used after a double, which is called bromad. A lot of partnerships use a jump to the suit under their partner's major as a mixed raise, an artificial bid showing 4 or more card support and 7 to 10 support points. So either way, South will show their spade support. Now, West has a 6-5 hand, as we've discussed. The 6-5 distribution has offensive power that basically equates to having an extra ace. Here, West has good texture in both suits, and all their honors are working in support of their length in the suit, making it more likely to create length winners. So West's honors merit an upgrade. West should view their hand as a game force opposite East take out double. So again, West forces by bidding the opponent's suit. So West Q bids 3 spades to create the force. East is going to offer 4 hearts as the final contract. And the fact that East didn't show a minor along the way suggests that East doesn't have a 4-card minor. But West has no interest in playing hearts. They will show their 6-card club suit and place the contract in 5 clubs. Now, in order to make 5 clubs, declarer is going to have to find the diamond queen. Declarer can finesse either way for the diamond queen. But rather than guess, declarer should try to locate the missing honors. So declarer can use the entries dummy and hurt roughs to learn about the honors. So North will wind up showing the ace and king of spades, the ace of hearts, and the jack of clubs. So for South to have a 2-spade free bid or a mixed raise, they're going to need to hold the diamond queen to have the points for their bid. So declare, if they go about counting the points, and counting is one of the primary skills in bridge. You'll want to count points and count distribution. And here's an example of how counting helps declare get the guess right about the queen of diamonds and make 5 clubs. So I hope you've enjoyed the review and the learning points from the August 22nd hands from the common game. Want to thank everybody for playing in the common game. Please visit LoebBridge for articles and video lessons to help you advance your bridge skills and help increase your enjoyment of our great game. Please share your comments and questions at LoebBridge.com. Hope to see you in the next video.